What's up, YouTube? Bringing you guys a 6 Samurai deck profile.
TeamQQ, by the way.
TeamQQ, yeah. Alright, so let's start it off with 3 keys on. He activates all the other Samurai's effects because he's special summonable when you have one on the field. So he's a big beater. He sets off Gateway all the time. Run 3.
Really? I didn't know that.
3 Kagemusha. Most people actually don't think about this. He has his redirect effect. He's got a 1800 defense ass, and he's the only tuner in the deck. Run 3. That ass.
That ass.
2 Grandmaster.
Oh, 2 now.
I went to 1 for a while. I didn't draw it as often, but with the amount of older Samurai I run in this deck, you need 2 because he's also helpful. He's like a 2nd Keyzon. He's like a 5th Keyzon, actually. So, run 2.
In this variant.
I guess. 2 Kageki. He got the Bogart Knight treatment. I hate this guy in my hand. You only need him when you're gonna go for Kagemusha into Shien play. So just run 2. You won't want this guy clogging your hand.
Maybe I can name it.
1 Spirit. A 3000 attack Shien. That can, and every time you destroy something, you draw a card. So he's really good. And with Dojo, you can bring him out easily with 1 Chi in play. 1 Yaichi. This is a back row format, so you're going to have to run at least 1. He snipes cards in the back row for free. And if you use double-edged sword technique, you can bring him out, pop a card, synchro for Shien.
Good stuff, good stuff.
1 hand. Ideally, I'd like to go to 2. I'm looking for space right now for 2. But I run 1. And 1's absolutely necessary. She's 1600, so that over 1000 is really important because a lot of these non-Shien cards in this deck can't get over a 1000 defense. Spells, 1 Gateway. I don't even need to say anything. 1 Rhoda. It's like a 3rd smoke signal that can get out Keyzon. 4th, yeah, sorry. 4th smoke signal that can get out Keyzon. Good card. 1 Monster Reborn. 1 Book. Some people don't like to run Book because this deck is really offensive, but this variant, I guess it's pretty standard to me. But it has a lot of those weaker 6 Samurai, like Yaichi and stuff, Spirit. So Book of Moon helps you defend with those monsters on the field. 1 Trunade. Whenever people Trunade against me, I lose. So when I Trunade them, I win. So I don't have a 2nd dojo right now, so these 2 are both dojos. And people say they don't like running dojo, but especially with these weaker, Yaichi in hand, these weaker ones, you can go into Shien and bring out a Yaichi or something. It's protection with the Shien, and you can bring out an effect that'll do something, and that's actually really useful. And you're already committing to the board with like a Shien and like 5 back row, so might as well commit a little bit more and get a good effect off. Plus, it's good MST bait.
Because when I get Trinated early, they Trinate my Rainbow Life. I just
2 MST. You got to get rid of those warnings before they get to your Shien, so you got to run 2. 3 Smoke Signal. It thins your deck. Run 3.
Enough said.
3 United. When you overcommit to the board and you have these on the field, it's no longer overcommitting because you have hand advantage again. 1 7 Tools. Magatama doesn't block everything, so 7 Tools is a replacement for the 2nd Magatama because I only run 1, and it does work. 1 Oppression. This card, you set up the field, you got like a Shien, you got a Yaichi, and you got 4 back row and an Oppression, you win. It cock blocks every single deck in this meta right now. 1 Magatama, because 2 Magatama is kind of dead, and you're going to draw it, and someone's going to use an effect that doesn't destroy something. So that's what the other 7 tools is for, and this one still comes in handy sometimes. 1 Mirror Force. You have to decide whether or not you want to run this, but I think it's too good not to run because you can turn this into a plus like 5 or something if they have 6 monsters on the field by chance.
Oh yeah.
6 monsters. 6 monsters on the field. 1 Solemn. 2 Warning. 2 Fiendish Chain. So Samurai's biggest weakness is effects. And with these these really wimpy Yaichis and stuff, they can't attack either. So you can stop the effect and you can stop them from attacking. It's an ultra versatile card. And 3 double edged. This card's way too good. You don't need anything on the field like Gotham Z Call, so it's not really ever dead unless you're locked down by oppression. But if you're locked down by oppression, you probably lose anyway. Run 3.
Or Fossil Dino.
And
Or
then
Fossil Dino.
the extra deck.
Oh, I also don't want.
3 Shein. Some people run 2, but you're running 3 double-edged sword techniques, and a lot of the times you're gonna if you go second, you get a Shein out, they're gonna warning it. You get another Shein out, they might do something else like warning it again, and then so this third one's gonna catch them by surprise. 1 Cataster, 1 Brionic, 1 Gaia Knight, 1 Barkian. 1 Landois. I'm probably going to cut this for Leviathan Dragon when XYZ come out. He's not that good. You can get into him, but he has 2350, which is kind of weird. And a lot of the times, your spell card's already going to be used. So he's not really that useful. I'd much rather go into Black Rose. 1 Scrap Archfiend. If you have a level 7, Grandmaster and Kagemusha, then you can synchro into this big beater, so it's pretty useful. 1 Colossal Fighter. It's kind of hard to go into level 8 in this deck, but he's really good because almost all your monsters are warriors. Basically,
4,000
actually
attack.
almost all of them are. 1 Stardust, I'd probably cut him for another XYZ monster when they come out. Yeah. You don't go into 8 that often, so he's actually sacrificable. 1 Chimera Tech. 1 Trishula. And here's the side deck. Side decks are relevant to your meta, but I mean this is pretty good for the general meta right now. 1 Fossil Dino. I'd run 2. Don't have 2, so I run 1. 2 Puppet Plant against the mirror match. 2 Cyber Dragons against the Gadgets. 1 Nobleman, because you still have those Raikos and those spies running around, so you still want to win 1. Dark Holes for anti-meta. 2 Dust Tornado again against Gravekeepers, or anything like anti-meta that runs high amount of back row. 2 Rivalry, this is a really good card. All your monsters are warriors, so you're not affected by it, but almost every other deck out there is. Plants, Sabers to a degree, not quite though. More plants, basically plants.
Frog Monarchs.
I have everything.
That too, Frog Monarchs.
I have everything for
2D Prisons, this goes against the decks that have to attack to get their effects off, GBs, stuff like that. That's really important. And 2D Fisher, again, plants, because plants are really gay. So that's the deck. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them below in the comments section, and subscribe.